Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Nicola and I blog over at thefrugalcottage.com all about budgeting, money saving, investing and lots of things in between. I hope you're doing okay and staying safe and your current circumstances are not too stressful. I'm doing a video today on my April aims. I said in a video at the weekend that I'm going to try and keep things as normal as possible. I'm currently staying at home all the time, so in general it's not as normal as possible, but I'm trying to keep what I would normally do the same, if that makes sense, hence why I've got my April aims for today. Now don't forget to like and subscribe and let's get started. So I set 2 different types of aims every month. I also set yearly aims, but the monthly aims there are 2. So there are financial aims and then there are like personal aims, I suppose you'd call them, so the 2 combined. So the first one is I'm going to aim for 20 no spend days. Now, considering I'm not actually going anywhere at the moment, you'd think that that would be fairly straightforward to get. However, I am counting when my husband goes and gets us food shopping or things, or like petrol or general household stuff, the times when I would normally be spending money, I'm also going to count that as a spend day. Because if we're in the normal scenario, that would be me spending money. So although 20 should be easy because I'm staying at home, there are occasions where he might pop out and get something and I'm going to count that as a spend day. That's my decision for that. However, I'm going to continue as I intend to, or as I planned throughout this year. And like I said, try and keep it as normal as possible. I feel like I'm going to use the word normal all the time in this video, and I apologise if I say that so many times. Somebody should keep a tally of how often I say the word normal. But anyway, so the second aim, again as always, part of our early retirement plans is to have no mortgage, so be mortgage free, and that therefore needs to be paid off early as well. So I try and do a mortgage overpayment every month, and again the number for this is the same. So I'm going to aim to do £185 as a mortgage overpayment. That basically covers the interest that's applied to our mortgage, so that when we pay our mortgage on the first of the month, it goes to kind of reducing the overall balance rather than paying off lots of interest as well. And that's worked for us quite well so far. And the last one for the monthly aims, again the same as always. I'm going to put a £700, or hopefully put £700 into savings. Now somebody asked me what that meant. When I say savings, normally it means what I'm going to put into our investment account, but as the markets are at the moment and as how precarious kind of life seems at the moment, I have been thinking about changing my emergency fund total. So that savings number there, £700, is the total for wherever it might go. And that sounds vague, but I've not decided on how to split that. And it's not as much perhaps as I should be investing at this point, but given the circumstances and how A, the markets are looking, B, just how I'm feeling about our own financial setup, I think that kind of diverting some of that towards a bigger emergency fund slash kind of 6 months expenses in the bank, so to speak, will make me feel better. So going forward, savings is kind of the overall encompassing, it can be anywhere, rather than as it has been in previous things where that £700 has gone into my investment account. And that's at least for this month and probably next, and we'll see where we are at the end of May. Surely by the end of May we might be getting some kind of sense of routine back. But it's just, well, no one can say, can they? So anyway, so they're my financial aims for April. And then I normally do kind of 3 personal aims as well, but this month I really struggled to kind of write down anything that seemed particularly meaningful, and I think that just kind of sums up how probably everybody is feeling at this time. You know, like I said in my honest update video the other day, life is weird, life is tough at the moment. I get to stay safe at home with my children, but that doesn't mean I'm not finding the whole scenario very strange. So instead of having 3 aims for personal aims during April, I've only got one, and that is take each day as it comes. I'm always conscious of my writing in these as well. So my personal aim, the only one I could figure out to write for my personal aims for this one is to take each day as it comes. And that's purely because it's the unknown, because we don't really know what's going to happen. There's in my mind, there's no point in me trying to plan like normal, because we're not in a normal scenario, and so trying to put a timeline on anything is actually quite difficult at the moment. So instead, I'm going to take it a day at a time, start afresh every day, try and think of some positives. I can and I do. It's just, I don't know what to say about that. I posted on Instagram yesterday about how I need to, my motto for April, and I need to say this, and I've said this to myself a lot today: I'm not stuck at home, I am safe at home. And there's a very big difference in the perspective of that, and I need to remember that when maybe the boys are arguing, or they're fighting over a toy that they can't decide on, or everyone's just a bit grumpy because we're fed up of being at home, or my 4-year-old's annoyed at me because I won't let him go and play with next door's kids. And it's, I need to remember that, yes, it might be frustrating, but I am safe here. I might have to get that put up somewhere in my house so I see it all the time. So there's my April aims. They're slightly different to normal, but not at the same time. I have kept my financial ones the same, and to see how that goes. You'd think, being stuck at home and not spending as much, I would be able to comfortably do the savings aim this month, because our petrol budget should be down, the children's budget should be non-existent, although I have ordered them some things to have indoors, so like we've ordered a couple of jigsaws and some like little work booklet things, so maybe, and I think they might need some more, so I don't know. See what I mean? I just don't know. Is the upshot of that. So anyway, I'll stop rambling. They're my April aims, the month: 3 financial, 1 personal, and we'll see how it goes. As always, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon.